So, is Gal Gadot finished as Wonder Woman? Is she? That's the question. Let's get into it. Okay, so if any of you saw last week, uh, it was announced that Wonder Woman 3 was no longer moving forward, that it was dead in the water, production stopped. Well, pre production, pretty much. Uh, it was rumored, and there was a report that Patty Jenkins was told to rewrite the script, and she didn't want to do it, and she walked away with some drama reported with it. But then over the weekend, Patty Jenkins commented on it, pretty much doing a letter talking about what happened with the movie. And she said that she would have done anything to have Wonder Woman 3 continue, and but she was told that it just wasn't gonna fit in the new plan of DC. So when that happened, Gal Gadot posted something that was very similar to Henry Cavill's post, where she pretty much talked about how much she loved being cast as Wonder Woman and how much the role changed her life, and thanked the fans. But she didn't say that she was done, unlike Henry, where Henry said that he was done as Superman. She just said she can't wait for her next journey. So, I don't know. But it started raising questions before Henry's post that is Gal done as Wonder Woman? Now, I hope not. I, if I had to guess, she probably is though. Now, of course, this comes off of the rumors that DC was going to do a whole reboot, and originally it was believed that it was going to be a soft reboot where Gal, Jason Momoa, and probably Margot Robbie and the characters James Gunn created in his Suicide Squad movie were probably going to stay, and everyone else was pretty much going to get recasted. But with this news, and of course, obviously, the Henry Cavill news, it looks like DC's just going to do a whole reboot. Now, obviously, it hasn't been confirmed that Gal's done, and it hasn't been confirmed that Jason Momoa is either staying or going. But if I had to guess, they're done. It's frustrating as a DC fan, which you can obviously tell from the last video. I was at a loss for words, but it's frustrating because you'd expect a company not to annoy the people giving them money. You expect it. But this makes no sense to me. It really doesn't. I mean, the one good thing to come out of this is that Patty Jenkins, who's the director of the past two Wonder Woman movies, uh, can now finish her Star Wars movie that she was gonna do, but then dropped because she wanted to put more attention on the Wonder Woman 3. I mean, that's literally the only good thing. I'll go see that movie if it gets made. Rogue Squadron, I think it's called. I'll go see that just because I think she's a phenomenal director. And nothing else from this sounds good to me. It's annoying. It's painfully repetitive at this point. Like DC DC's been doing this for the past like 3 regimes, and I thought bringing in a director and a producer who worked in the movies and actually care about the characters would help. And who knows, they do care about the characters, so obviously that's why they're doing a reboot. They think that's the best way to make the characters better, let's say. you get all these bombshell after bombshell after bombshell where it gets to a point where you're just numb to it, and it just annoys the you're numb to it, but it still annoys you because, like I said, DC's been going through this since like 2015. Like, this is not a recent thing. It happened. DC has been screwing up their movies since Batman v Superman. I don't know where you go from here. I don't think DC's gonna be very profitable. I think their first few movies are gonna bomb these new ones, so not next year's. I'll actually go see next year's movies just to show that I have interest in past characters. I'll give the money to those movies. But after that, I mean, I can see how those movies are not going to do anything. Not in the box office. Because why waste your money to go see a movie that's not going to be connected to anything now? Because everything else is going to be rebooted. None of it's going to matter. And it'd be different if it was James Gunn saying, we're going to do one last, like, let's say, phase with these actors, do a second Justice League movie, and then at the end of that, the Flash is gonna go back and reboot the whole universe, and that's how you get all these new actors in the new universe. That that would be good. At least then the movies would connect. Now, of course, we have to wait and see when the Flash comes out, how they're gonna get it to connect to the next universe. Because I'm gonna guess they're gonna try and get it to connect to this new universe that they're making. But it doesn't make sense for you to still get rid of these actors. Because for Superman, they wanted to go young. I mean, Henry Cavill's 39, sure. Doesn't look it. He still looks like he could be 32. You want to go young, but Robert Pattinson's in his mid-30s as Batman. I mean, that's young. That's young enough in my book, but yet again, I thought 39 was young enough in my book, too. Gal Gadot's, I think, also in her 30s, if not early 40s. Like, and she's been playing Wonder Woman since 2016, and besides Wonder Woman 1984, everyone has loved her. I mean, she even was the best part of that movie. See, like, it's understandable that they want to go with younger actors so they can, one, they're cheaper, and two, they can actually withstand the 10-year plan they have, James Gunn has planned for them. But uh but it doesn't make sense in my mind to go along with it. Like, not as a fan, I mean to go along with it as in Warner Brothers going along with it, Discovery. I do think the backlash that they're gonna get from this, and the Henry Cavill and the Jason Momoa rumors, if they're all true, which the Henry Cavill one has been proven after a month of everyone saying that he's back and him confirming it and DC confirming it, they just take it away from you. It's like dangling a piece of meat in front of a hungry dog and then just throwing it in the trash. Don't be shocked if the dog comes at you. But I think the backlash that they're going to get with the Henry Cavill situation, if this Gal Gadot rumor's true, which it looks like it is, she didn't confirm that she's done, but from how you read her letter, it looks like she is. And then with how Patty Jenkins wrote her letter, it looked like no matter what she did, James Gunn and DC were not going to continue with Wonder Woman 3. They were just done. They're rebooting it. So that feeds into the full reboot thing. But I think this backlash that they're going to get is really going to make them take a second look at this. I think it's going to make David Zaslav, the head of Discovery, kind of have a meeting with Gunn and Safran about changing their plans. You know, keeping the characters, the actors that people want them to keep. And then you can get rid of everyone else. You can get rid of everyone else. You can get rid of Jared Leto as Joker. You can get rid of Amber Heard as Mira. You can get rid of Ezra Miller as the Flash. You can get rid of Ray Fisher as Cyborg if you want. I mean, I don't think he was given a fair shot, but if you want, you can get rid of him. You can get rid of Willem Dafoe, I guess. Please don't, though, because everyone loves Willem Dafoe. Please don't get rid of him. You can get rid of everyone else that you want to get rid of. Just keep these characters, these actors that people love. Even if they don't like how the character's written, they love the casting of the character. Ben Affleck's Batman is a great example of that. And of course, I'm getting into stuff that I'm going to get into in a different video. This one is mostly about the Gal situation. So, it's been 5 years since Gal Gadot was first seen on screen as Wonder Woman, and I haven't heard someone complain about her since. Not at all. And her career is kind of taken off because of it. And if this is true, guess what? Her career is still going to take off. It is. She's a attractive woman. She's a good actress. She's a great personality from what you read about her and what people say about her. She's a very nice person. So this isn't really going to hurt her career. If anything, it's going to expand it even more because she's going to have even more time to do stuff. But I hope the rumor's not true. I hope her letter was just a letter talking about the anniversary of her being announced to play Wonder Woman, and not her saying goodbye to the fans, even though it really feels like it is. I hope Patty Jenkins has fun making her Star Wars movie. I'm looking forward to it. I was looking forward to it before it got canceled. I hope DC really figures out what they're doing and kind of sees the path they're on and course corrects, because this is not the way to go. That's my opinion. Obviously, if you guys have a different opinion, comment it down below. Love to hear it. Love to have conversation with you guys, but I just don't see this working out for them. And until the next video, bye.